Students deserve to have adults who care about them, who ask them questions and help them think through it. Their brains are not completely formed yet. And so having someone who has even just a little bit more experience to kind of talk it through, or to say, how might that work out? Or is that going to work with what you've identified as your specific plan? I am Dr. Asia Holden, Executive Director of Post-Secondary Readiness at the School District of Philadelphia, and I am a steering committee member with the College Access and Success ecosystem. PEF's role in the college access landscape as it relates to the School District of Philadelphia is vast. Over all of the years, the 40 years, PEF has really been a great partner in expanding college access and opportunities, helping to bring visibility to the needs of our students, helping our schools think more about how they bolster post-secondary readiness and preparedness in their school environments. We have worked together in order to provide professional learning opportunities to counselors, to central office workers, to teams who serve students to ensure that they have the best opportunity to access what is next for them after they leave us at the school district. I'm proud to say that I am a founding steering committee member of CASE, which was thought about back in 2018, thinking about how we could really galvanize the supports that exist in the city with partners who were looking to do similar work in ensuring that our students have access to opportunities when they leave, being really clear about what their pathways are or could be, and thinking about how we synergize partners to bring a shared vision together in order to advance the work of college access in the city of Philadelphia. And so during that time, it was just an idea. We had been talking about it for some time, and then PEF was able to secure some additional supports for funding to really start to put together this ecosystem. And since that time in 2021, when we really started to hit the ground and building the system, it's really grown from developing the steering committee of partners who have been doing college access work for some time, to thinking about other additional partners who will be great to sit at the steering committee table. I'm really impressed with how the collective action and body has taken shape. The best part about CASE has been engaging partners who may not directly serve in the college access space, but who provide insight to teams of folks who are working with young people to prepare them to be ready to launch. We talk about this in post-secondary readiness all the time. Our students may go directly into careers. They could go directly to college, but every student will end up in a career. So having those supports and engagements with other teams or other organizations who are aware of what students need to be prepared is really helpful. Our action teams have been phenomenal, really galvanizing the support of plans to help students be prepared, presenting to organizations or teams to build resources and tools that support engaging our young people. We've learned about some of the gaps and ways that we need to push further to ensure that our students absolutely have opportunities and success. We've also done some research to build up areas that we need to push from a policy perspective, and places we need to ask more questions and learn more about what our students need and what they're facing once they leave us. We want to really ensure as an ecosystem that we are thinking about the holistic experience of a student who is coming from high school, how they get to graduation, what they experience when they leave and matriculate to college, and some of the pieces that would support retention and matriculation to the finish. And so the ecosystem as a whole is still building, but the collective action effort around college matriculation, around some of the barriers, has been really critical in thinking about how we prepare professionals, how we bring more visibility, and how we galvanize support outside of the ecosystem, on the city level, on the state level, and we've even had conversations about the federal level to ensure that our students can really realize post-secondary success. As the backbone organization, PEF has really invested time and resource. Having a facilitator who coordinates the meetings has been really critical. You know, everyone is busy in their own work, in their own day-to-day task actions. And having PEF be the backbone organization who coordinates our meetings, who brings folks together, who plans activities and events, and who really pushes on us to kind of think further about what we're doing and how we can build systems and supports has been really helpful. It's easy to want to do something that will impact young people, and we all are in our different respective organizations. However, when we get together, something really magical happens in the room where we get to share ideas and resources. We get to think through problems of practice, and we get to think about how we will reach further the youth of the city, their families, and any support system that they have. It's really fantastic to have a backbone organization who can really ensure that we kind of keep moving forward towards the mark, and not letting up on us getting together and really sharing the best practices, the research, and the resources that really will help our students. What's Your Plan is one of the very concrete examples of what CASE brings to the city. The On Track the High School Graduation Group came up with the What's Your Plan, and it has been awesome to see it unfolding. There's been a lot of work done by that committee and engaging the network as a whole to provide posters to every high school, to provide resources for events that happen to have some of our students participate in. There's been a resource built so that schools would be really intentional about how they talk to students about what their plan is after they leave high school. And so it really does align with the work of the district and thinking about how our students are being advised on their plan when they leave. It aligns with the goal of lots of organizations to ensure our students can have a touch point with a caring adult. And it aligns with the celebratory nature of leaving high school and transitioning into your next steps. We've been communicating or increasing the visibility about having a plan via social media platforms with the district, with CASE, and with other partnering organizations. We've been thinking about how we further perpetuate What's Your Plan, how we can make it bigger in order for it to really take a hold and for students to be thinking outside of the schoolhouse or outside of someone standing in front of them. What is my plan? What will I do when I leave? And what do I need to do now to make sure that I'm prepared to take whatever step I want to take, have the options to make the choice? And so What's Your Plan is fun. It's direct and it's simple enough to remember. It has a few steps to think about what to do or what adults can ask students about what their plan is when they leave. And it gives students an opportunity to really share and or take a moment and say, what is my plan? I might not be sure. And how do I ask for support or resourcing? Who might I talk to think more about what my plan is? And so that's just one of the things that has come out of CASE, and it's an awesome campaign, and I'm really looking forward to seeing the results of it as we move into summer and then fall. We'll start to see some results or the impact of students who are going to college, the increase of students who are following up on the plans that they've decided, and I'm really encouraged by being able to galvanize and engage partners in one vision, one campaign, so that they have a reason to connect their students. It's something that they've engaged counselors with at their school, and it's something that I've started to hear people mention as I am encountering them in their schools. It's fantastic. It's important for a city like Philadelphia to have an organization like PEF leading CASE because they've been around for 40 years. They've seen how it started. They've seen some shifts and changes, and they understand what our young people need. It's really helpful to have an organization who has their ears to the ground and their eyes scanning for what could be next and what's needed. In our city, we are the 6th poorest city, urban poorest city, and we have students who they have choices. They have choices to go directly into the workforce. They have opportunities to go into trades. They have opportunities to go into college. And when I think about all of the choices students could make, being informed about what the impact could be of any of them, having an organization like PEF that hosts CASE and galvanizes our partners to think about that work and help to prepare students either directly or indirectly, is critical to young people, their families being able to make decisions about their next steps. What excites me the most is all of the people getting on the same train to support students in making choices, having choices and making them, making informed choices. And I'm really excited about where we're going as a CASE team to continue to engage more partners and build out more structures and resources. Access is one piece, but the next step is really engagement in the opportunities. And I think that's something that our young people need in order to think about what their future looks like. I think it's something that our families need to be really clear about what opportunities exist. And I think we always need extra hands to help support the work. Students deserve to have adults who care about them, who ask them questions and help them think through it. Their brains are not completely formed yet. And so having someone who has even just a little bit more experience to kind of talk it through or to say, how might that work out? Or is that going to work with what you've identified as your specific plan? And so I'm just excited about growing the network of CASE, collective action, and I'm really excited about providing more opportunities of engagement for our young people as we grow our network kind of from my office perspective, and continuing to provide different types of opportunities beyond what has been traditional, so that students can see what they are interested in, what engages them, what lights them up. And when I see our young people making those decisions and you run into them in the streets in a year when they've gone through the first year of college, or when they land in the career field of their dream and they talk about how they learned about this as a result of partner, school district, or a caring adult. I'm excited and looking forward to building more opportunities, more resources, a bigger network, so we can just continue to wrap our arms around the young people of Philadelphia, to remind them that they can and that they will.